What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. The corruption that went on last night in the Los Angeles Lakers Houston Rockets game. I don't like to give the Houston Rockets any type of leeway or break for what happened out there, but the corruption is what it is. I mean, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that the league is corrupt. Uh, Everything is set up. They know who's going to play who and what is what. They want Utah and OKC to play each other in the playoff. Look, they know these different things. They do certain things in the season to let you know. There's a commercial with Mitchell is talking in a barber's chair, and then they're showing some highlights on the TV screen of OKC dunking a basketball. It's like they're already gearing you for that series, and they're playing again tonight, and this is why I keep telling you, you guys got to pay attention to these signs. They're gonna move Philly and Boston away from each other. They're too close. They're not gonna ever let them play in the first round. You got to know that the NBA is is about a business. They're not gonna let Boston and Philly play each other in the first round. It's not even fathomable that those two will play each other. So what they're gonna do? Philly's gonna move up to about the 3 spot. That'll be safe. The Indiana Pacers will fall down to the 4 and 5. So they'll have the Pacers play the Boston Celtics in the first round of the playoffs. Philly more likely will play somebody like the Knicks. That's a good series. Let them play the Brooklyn Nets. Let them play the Brooklyn Nets in the first round. See, now things are back stable again. So when the more you start to see these things, the more you start to grasp what they're really trying to accomplish here. Now, the things that happened yesterday, that game could have been sent in for an investigation of the league. The league is determined to make you guys believe everything they do, all the BS that they put out. So they think you're stupid enough to just tune in anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So once again, they know the overall picture is people want to see LeBron win. So their mindset is let's let LeBron win. So anybody who's trying to win a basketball game are bad people. Now going into this game, the head referee knew his job was to protect the interests of the Los Angeles Lakers. Putting James Harden in foul trouble early so that he would have to sit would make the game close, keep the scores close, so that the judge, that the rest of the fans, they would follow the game and, their own home and it'll look competitive. People won't turn because the Los Angeles Lakers are no way in shape and form competition for the Houston Rockets. Even with this plan happening, it backfired. Things got a little out of hand because, for the simple fact, it got difficult. It, they couldn't stop. They couldn't score, and Houston was hitting threes. They were going to the bucket, and they were up 19 points in the third quarter. So, of course, a lot of things were highlighted as far as some ghost fouls, some ridiculous offensive fouls that were called. Very key foul calls were called in the critical moments of the game. And because it was done in the critical moments of the game, people were noticing it. And because of the internet, people were like, hey, what's going on here? But the overall picture is nothing's going to be done about it. That's the bad part. The bad part is no one's going to do anything about it. That's sad. It's let's go on to the next game. So it was never really spoken on, even though the players spoke out about it. Like they couldn't believe. Like James Harden is one of the people who's one of the nicest people in the league. Like he's not somebody that's flamboyant, who's yelling and cursing everybody out all the time, he's really don't say anything about the ref. No matter how bad the calls are, but yet they've made him the villain. They don't want him to get MVP. They want to give it to Giannis. Giannis can't do anything wrong. He can't shoot worth a lick, but hey, he's growing. In time, he's going to be great. They've never said a bad word about Giannis, even when he has a bad game. But James Harden, oh, he travels. Look at that step back. Why is he playing like that? He can't win. Oh, he can't play no defense. Knowing he played tremendous defense that night. The best defense he's probably played ever. He was stripping guys, getting steals, taking charges. Unbelievable. I just never seen a reigning MVP get treated as if he was a second-rate NBA playing citizen. Brandon Brandon Ingram got more calls and more respect than James Harden. That was a travesty. Now, if they want to talk about games they can put under investigation, that is one of them. But remember, we already highlighted this for you. They want the Lakers to win 6 of their next 8 games, or 8 out of their next 9. They need that. The Lakers got to go on some kind of a run here. It's only 20-something games left, and they're down. So they got to make up some ground here. The NBA got work to do. The Kings are hot. The Clippers are hot. They can't have this thing swing around. 20-something games is enough time, but it really ain't enough time. Anything can happen. A player could get hurt. So in these important games like Houston, they could afford to take the risk of having them fall like 4 games back with 20-something remaining. That is hard to deal with when you're dealing with a young, talented team like Sacramento. Because you get to a certain point where teams like Golden State is going to start resting guys and they're going to be trying to win certain games. So, with that being said, that game, I've seen worse jobs done, is what I'm saying. You could send that game in for an investigation. It makes you mad when you watch it because you want to watch a good game. You want to watch a good basketball game. You want that to happen for yourself. And when you don't get rewarded with that, you get shafted, you look at it, you're upset because you felt like you've been lied to. So I'm just saying, I've seen worse games. This game will come and go. People will forget about it, and we won't talk about it anymore. But one thing needs to be said about it. And what needs to be said about it is that we are aware. Does anyone really believe LeBron James is going to be out? No. They're going to put LeBron James in the 8th spot. So he could be gone in the first round. But at least they'll make the playoffs. Because LeBron's injury has taken away from the Golden State Warriors series. So they got to get their LeBron and Golden State games in. First round of the playoffs. Wow, that'll look real nice, wouldn't it? That'll look real nice on the mantelpiece. Wouldn't it? So, as long as they get in the playoffs, they'll make their little push. The NBA will have them go out in about 5, 6 games. So, of course, I'm going to be rooting for LeBron and them never to make the playoffs. Because to me, I don't want to see them around it. I don't want them to smell it. I don't want them to look at the playoffs. If anything looked like the playoffs to them, I want it away from them as soon as possible. Because they don't deserve to be there at all. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. You like what you heard? Make a donation by clicking the link in the description box. I am out.